Yeah, I was thinking, let's, did Steven make the list somewhere of all the shit they've got?
Yes, the power is mine.
I want to try and maybe work out what some of the items are if we can. Do you think they'll come back for revenge? I mean, probably not, because they're fucking dead.
Yes, the power is mine.
Why do we need the Amulet of Health? I mean, we don't really. It's just more health, isn't it? It's just good. Did Steven write down all of the shit? Magic bow is probably +3. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the magic bow is +3, yes. Alright, well, this plan was successful. Another one down, lads. Good job. They doubted, didn't they? They doubted. All the people. All the people doubted. You know them, the people. Always doubting. Oh, this isn't going to work. That's not going to work.
The power is mine.
You're going to die. Yeah, they doubted. You know them. They're always doubting, the people. Yeah, you see them in the chat. You see them in the Discord.
The power is mine.
Oh, I don't think this is going to work. Oh, they're too powerful. Oh, they're going to teleport away. I know what's going on, okay? I come up with the best plans. It always works. When have my plans not worked? I'm waiting.
Yes, the power is mine.
I'm waiting. Just tell me. When did they not work? Alright, so we got magic chainmail. Robes of scintillating colours. Well, he had 4 rings, really, but he's wearing 2. 2 rings worn, 2 in bag. Why didn't you climb up to the chimney in the ethereal plane? I didn't think it was necessary to do that. My plan wasn't to climb, it was to fly, so, you know. Did you want to fight the Black Dragon? I think we should fight the Black Dragon. I think we need those Ion Stones. We've talked about that before. I think that's very important to the plan. But I think it's fine to go home first. We don't want to be hanging around in town when they find out that Gilroy's been killed. Better that we just leave and come back a later time. What do the Ion Stones do? They do various things. There's multiple types of them, but they're basically like stones, and you hold them in front of you to activate them, and then they like circle around you, like flying in midair, providing you some sort of benefit. And there's actually a few different types of them, but the one that we want absorbs spell levels. Specifically, it could be used to absorb dispel magic from Scoria. It's going to take a while to come back there, and it's harder to get there than it is to leave, risking that journey again. No, we teleport, Junebug. I'm going to get teleport next level, so. Didn't the archer have gloves and braces as well? Oh yeah, someone did say he had braces of archery, but that's not in McTacky's list here. But he definitely had braces of archery. That's how he was doing +5 damage with his bow. I was thinking as well, I don't know why it's never occurred to me. I mean, I failed at this level, but I'll try and learn it again next level. But fly is such a useful spell for me. Like, imagine Imric, right? Mirror image, stone skin, floating up 100 feet in the air, just fucking laying down 6 shots around with his bow. What's anyone gonna do? It's gonna be sick. Yeah, well, it was your plan, Ignorance. You mentioned it. Don't worry, I remember. I was surprised in a good way that you took the Dragon Knights down so fast. Yeah, I was surprised as well. But, like, I think I saw somebody saying it in chat, or somebody in the Reddit or something. Like, imagine if you were just asleep 1 minute, then you hear some shouting or a bang, the front door opens, and the next thing you're plunged into pure darkness and pure silence. Like, it's like being in a sensory deprivation tank. It would fuck you up. So I think it was a good plan. The stones thing, it wouldn't have been as good in any other environment, because they were like trapped in a house with no way out. It was perfect. If the Wish Scroll can do whatever is within the game, try something like our bloodline becomes resistant to dragonkind, letting it tap into the Iron Stone. I mean, I don't know what that would result in. Are you worried after killing Scoria, Imric will have to fight his brothers? I am a little bit worried about that, Fire King, yeah. A little bit. I don't know what I'll do at the end. If you could just teleport there, why didn't the elves teleport you instead of the whole tree meme? Because you can only teleport to places that you've studied, that you know very, very well, without risk. But since we've been to that inn and I spent a whole day there, that's why I said to Neil, I can use clairvoyance to study this so we can teleport back to that inn. Cloud Kill won't work at that point, they're too high level. People have been asking me what this does, so let's look at it. Scarment appears quite normal, but a magical aura is detectable. Only a wearer with intelligence of 15 or higher and a wisdom of 13. So let's just point out how fucking far away I am from that. 15 int, 13 whiz. I've got 14 int and 7 whiz, so there's no way I'm getting anywhere close to using those robes. In fact, with a stat requirement of 15 int and 13 wisdom, no one in the party can use it. So, Neil's managed to pick probably the most overpowered item that we can't use. Once again, me personally getting fucked. Although, I'm not too upset because as good as it is, I think the robes I've got are better. The permanent display self is insane, to be honest. And being able to cast one of these per day is really good as well. But let's see what it does. Okay. If the intelligence and wisdom are sufficient, the wearer can cause the garment to become a shifting pattern of incredible hues, color, and color after color, cascading from the upper part of the robe to the hem in sparkling rainbows of dazzling light. This effect sheds light in a 40-foot diameter sphere, and it has the power to hypnotize opponents, making them unable to attack the wearer. A full round passes before the colors begin flowing, which is why it took a round for the guy's robe to activate. Each round after that, any opponent who fails a saving throw versus spell will stand hypnotized and transfixed for 1d4 plus 1 round. So pretty much anyone in the combat has to save or be hypnotized. Even then, when it wears off, additional saves must be made in order to attack. So even once the hypnotization runs out, you've then got to make another save to just even be able to make attack actions. Furthermore, every round of continuous scintillation of the robe makes the wearer 5% more difficult to hit with missile attacks or handheld or body weaponry, until a maximum of 25% minus 5 to hit is attained after 5 continuous rounds of the dazzling. After the initial round of concealment, the wearer is able to cast spells or engage in all forms of activity that do not require movement to more than 10 feet from his starting position. In non-combat situations, the robe simply hypnotizes creatures failing their saving throws. So you spend 1 round inactive, then you can do whatever you want as long as you don't move more than 10 feet. And everyone has to make saves to attack. It's crazy. Anton's not going to use it. He's not going to give up like 13 AC to wear these. What about learning Beacon so you can put it places and teleport there? You can eventually learn the mirror spell that lets you create a small portal that lets your hand through. Oh, that's really cool, Io. So what, you'd make a beacon stone, clairvoyance somewhere, cast the mirror, put the stone through the mirror into where the clairvoyance is, and then teleport to it. That's really cool. How mad is Koibu that the assassin missed because of the displacement? I imagine he's pretty mad, yeah. I don't know how he didn't think of it. He said, I looked at your items and I didn't see it on there. That's what he said. What does he want me to write? Does he want me to write... I mean, I've got robes of deep pockets. Does he want me to write auto displacement? I mean, if he goes to basic, it says here. Displace self permanent, auto miss. So, I mean, I don't know what he wants from me. You should piss off Steven and Moot by giving the robe to Sombar. I mean, I was speaking to Steven last night on his stream. He agrees that out of character, that's the best thing we could do with it. To give it to her. But I don't think that's going to fly. So I think we probably end up giving it to the elves in... like, to trade for something. I'm not sure exactly what. Would have probably been dead if the assassin succeeded. Yeah, I've got a feeling that would have been some save or die poison. And, like, if you look at what that assassin rolled... This was his roll to hit, yeah? Now, if I roll an attack roll... Let's just test this. Okay, so the first number is what's in here, and the second number is my level adjust. Okay, actually, so I thought it was the first number that was level adjust. So he had a +6, so he's probably got a magic dagger of some sort. Then he's got +4 from level, which if he's got +4 from level, that makes him least a level 9 rogue. At least a level 9 rogue. And then he had, on top of that, he had, where are we? Another +1 and then +4 for surprise. So I don't know what this +1 would be. Oh, from Dex, right? +1 from Dex. Let's try my bow, actually. We should be able to work it out. Let's make my Dex 17 again. If Imric is concerned about his brothers, will he make allies with others without his brothers knowing? I don't know. It's a complicated topic. I don't know.
Yes, the power is mine.
Thomason with the 5 months. Thanks, buddy. I don't know how concerned Imric should be. Because right now, he's more annoyed about the Arxombar stuff than he is about... They haven't really communicated their desire to take over the throne, you know? You can't see my roll. Oh, well, you know, it doesn't matter. I got a 19, actually, would you believe? You don't think the +6 is from level? I don't think so. That would make him level 13. That would be crazy. If Tyrael and Anton decide to go to war with Arxombar, what do you think Imric would do? I don't know. Try and mediate? I just... To me, it just makes no sense to fight her. Tyrael should probably agree to a marriage. That way he'll get all he ever wanted: prestige, for family, respect, and incest. Yeah, I think we'll be doing something like that. I think Neil's putting together a list of all of the noble families in Drakis along with their like stats, almost like, you know, their political power, their military power, their economic power, etc. So we can like work out alliances and marriages and stuff like that. So I think all of that's pretty cool. Hey, Ladovla. Well, I mean, these are the items. We don't know what all of them are, but I think we can guess what some of them are. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of tough to fight, honestly, with the improved blink and everything. What needs to happen, I think, is someone needs to attack him to force the blink, and then I magic missile with the wands. That way I can wait until after the blink to use the wands. So I do the 4d4 plus 4, that's going to burn his stone skin. It's going to hit him regardless of his displacement or whatever. So I think we just do that for a few rounds and avoid him getting away. Do you think Koibu's up for a post-Scoria political D&D chapter? He might be, I don't know. Plus 6 to hit is level 12. I think it's level 13, actually, if he was plus 6. Yeah, level 13. I don't think it was 13, though. That's crazy. But anyway, if the rogue had hit me, I reckon there would have been some F-class poison on there, save or die, basically. Because if you remember, Neil said to me, something terrible happens to you. I think he was preparing me for my character to be literally killed from a backstab without me having any chance to do anything about it. Luckily, he's a dumb fuck and he forgot about the displacement, so, you know, that's all good. Would you prefer starting a new campaign after Scoria is dead, or would you like to continue this one? What do you think is more likely to happen? I think that, like, a few episodes after Scoria is dead would be nice, just to see how things lie at the end of it. As for starting a new campaign afterwards, I was under the impression that Steven wanted to do, like, a one-on-one campaign with Neil, so probably not, but I don't know. To be honest, if Imric sticks to his morals and goes against his brothers, it would be a pretty cool and new dynamic for a Koibu campaign. I didn't have Stoneskin Fire Song, no, not just walking around on a random day. When will Imric get followers? I think next level. Well, I don't know, do wizards get followers? You get followers at level 9 fighter, but that's a while away. It's over 100,000 XP to level 9 fighter. Let's take a look. Do wizards get followers? I don't think so. Unlike many other characters, wizards gain no special benefits from building fortress or stronghold. They can own property and receive the normal benefits, yeah, so no. High level wizards are so OP, the classes need followers to balance. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, only being 14 int does make my wizarding ability less. I mean, at what point do I max out on spells? I can go to level 7, so okay, that's fine. Does that mean you're playing along to learn their plan? Well, right now, I'm not playing along because I don't really know what the plan is. Moon said he was going to detect grudges when you guys go to meet Arksomba. I'd be worried about how she responds to Anton slinging spells in her presence unprovoked. I know. If he start... they're just... If they refuse to concede any ground... Every...
Yes, the power is mine.
Thanks, Crisis Ostrich.
Hope the brothers don't murder you.
Thanks, buddy. If they refuse to concede any ground to her, and we all know that court wizards are insanely stubborn and arrogant, so she's not going to concede any ground either, then it's going to eventually spiral out of control. Like, I need to talk them down, but you saw Tyrael when we were arguing. He basically forbid me from even talking to her. Is it because you don't think yourself of being worthy of the throne, or is it the way that the others want to rule? No, Spuddyfar, it's basically that any plan that they could come up with so far would result in civil war, right? And everything we're doing is to benefit Drakis as a country. Like, if we kill Scoria but then descend the country into civil war, then our imperial ambitions are completely lost. All of the gain we've made, like everything that we've been through, all the people that have died in the war, it will have all been for nothing. So, like, I just don't see why we would destroy the country over Tyrael's vanity. If it can be done in a way where the Queen steps aside willingly, then I could be on board for that. I mean, the guy's, he's got a claim, and, you know, it's pretty standard medieval fare that if you've got a claim on a kingdom and you have the ability to push it, that you will do. So I'm not surprised that Tyrael wants to do it. I don't think that's particularly out of character or anything like that. I just don't think Imric's on board with causing a civil war. Would you ever use the Wish Scroll to change their morality alignment? It might be something Wish could do. I was thinking about it, yeah. I was thinking about, in that scenario I described before, where I teleport away once they reveal their dastardly plan, how I could use the Wish Scroll to stop the war. Maybe I could wish that the Queen gives up the throne to Tyrael. I don't know about that. He tells you to stand up for yourself, but shuts you up whenever you actually do. Yeah, I mean, they weren't ready for me to argue back with them, and they had pretty bad arguments. Like, for the sake of the campaign, I'm willing to have Imrik be convinced, but they do quite a bad job of convincing me, so I'm not just going to go along with it because they want me to, you know? Marriage will be the first step. Yeah, I think that if we can all marry into a different family, if we can build political alliances, if it can be done in such a way as where the Queen stands down willingly, then I'm okay with it. Pretty sure the reason your mom wants Tyrael to marry one of the cousin's princesses is to avoid this conflict and bind both family lines together. Incest will bring peace. I don't think... Did she want him to marry one of the Queen's children? I thought she wanted him to just marry someone. It's going to end with Tyrael and Anton standing over Arxambar's corpse saying, how could Imrik do this? Yeah, almost certainly. If Tyrael and you make up a plan to slowly seize power, you'd be up for it? Maybe, yeah. Also, we talked last night about if we could find dirt on the Queen, like with Time Pool, if we could find out that, you know, she did murder her husband, or maybe she blackmailed or otherwise convinced our mother to stand aside from the throne so she could be in charge. Like, anything like that, any sort of little smoking gun like that, I think could justify it in Imrik's mind as being worthwhile. But I still think civil war's not worth it. Like, the lives of this country are worth more than Tyrael's vanity, you know? Anton seems to believe it's divine right and fated for Tyrael to claim the throne, so he doesn't even need an argument. Yeah, I know that's what Anton thinks, but I mean, Anton's crazy. Literally. Literally fucking crazy. It's just going to get worse as well. Anton's going to be a fucking psychopath by the end of this campaign. Mark my words. Just a general question, what do the people of the kingdom think of the current queen? Well, I don't know. She's plunged them into a war against a dragon that they can't win, so... You know, I'm pretty sure the people of Bond Undersea who were murdered by the Mistrain attack probably aren't that happy about it. Just got done watching this week's ToS. How did it feel getting gaslit about Arxambar? I don't know if I'm going crazy, but I just felt like the two of them looked fucking stupid. Like, what were they arguing? Like, I know that Anton's role-playing. Oh, sorry, I know that Lucas is just playing Anton being paranoid or whatever, but like... To me, I was like speaking perfect sense, so I don't know how everyone else viewed it. I was shocked to go in the Discord afterwards and saw people defending that take, I have to say. I think that it was almost undefensible. The golden armor should put him at 37 with the +3. If he can get that, if he will wear it, then yes. Destiny explains soy diving. Neil.
The spear immediately. Can you speak to Anton?
Sure. I just asked who was going through the gear, and you guys said Tyrael's.
Hey, but I was just saying it because I was mad. I had literally said Anton goes and grabs the spear.
He soy dives for the spear. He gets inside and he's like,
Anton sees the spear and literally soy dives for it.
Yes.
Yes. Anton dives for his spear.
You can do that if you tell me what the fuck a soy dive is.
Okay. It is someone freaking out and doing the soy face, and I'll type it in our channel.
Show us. Show us when he comes in and he's like,
just move and do the face.
Hold on, it's like that's kind of what it is, but I can't find it on Discord. You'll have to check Destiny's chat. They're all spamming the soy face. That's what Anton does. Open it up. My spear, soy.
I don't know.
Okay, sure.
What's wrong with these people? At least Moon's in his 20s. What's Steven's excuse?
He dies for it, though. That could be sticking up
the spear immediately. Can you speak to Anton?
Oh, dear. Alright. Songaro. I'm not doing the soy face, mate. I'm having trouble understanding why wearing gold dragon armor is so problematic in the current timeline of Arcadia. The only gold dragon in Arcadia didn't do shit against Grell, didn't do shit against the demons, and just fucked off when armies of undead came to siege their capital city. In addition, when a dragon is currently burning the countryside of Drekis to cinders, I doubt that people would care about the colour when their livelihoods are in ashes. They are not really doing great reputation-wise nowadays. I think it's not as much a problem as Neil pitched it to them. With the right story from the Queen, it's fine. I personally view gold dragons though. I think this argument, I think it makes sense to me that people would look down on you for wearing gold dragon armor. I agree with Fotz's Aussie here. Personally view gold dragons in the world as a great and good creature talked in legend. Someone would immediately recognize the armor and have a bad impression of that person I would compare it to how someone would feel if you were covered in real panda fur. Okay, it's a weird... I don't think it's equivalent to panda fur. But I appreciate the... Is this just the same song over and over again? This motherfucker really getting 7,500 views just repeating the same... like 5-minute song for 3 hours. Because the thing is, if you're wearing Gold Dragon armor, people are going to think you've killed a Gold Dragon. And Gold Dragons are like the ultimate good creatures, so it makes sense to me that people would look down on it. It's a good meme here from Flimsy Special 5040. Now are we talking blood cousins or step cousins? True. Not that it matters in this day and age. Just a bit of question about inbreeding here. They should report they were successful to the elf ambassador. Getting respect from the elves could be super helpful. 100% agree. Good comment. Ham jam gam. I thought the Dragon Slayer fight would be a lot tougher, but they just wrecked them. Instantly killing the mage was quite nice. Getting ganked by the party with haste and recitation is pretty much sure death for anyone. At this point, they might be the greatest SWAT team in the Nilverse. True. They should have had a guard with a cup gun in the place. He would immediately alert them. Wow. So true. It's insane that they didn't have a lightstone ready to take out. The mage was activating the robes, which would have provided light again. Mate, Sylvanheiser is all over this place. He's kicking us. I didn't know they would have needed a lightstone. The robe produces magical. True, yeah. Yeah. Lightstone's going to be the cleric's action that round, says Neil. Bit late, Neil. Bit late. Did they... This is a good point. Did they finish off the archer? I swear he's at 0, which means he's probably alive. The guy probably is... we cut off his finger and left him in the giant's cave. I think there's going to be a really funny moment where those giants... like start grinding up his friends and realize that this one's still alive, and then they have to kill him. Our archer's gonna have, I'm still alive, wait, I'm still alive, and then he gets like crushed by a giant on 1 HP. We didn't cut off their heads. Downvote. Downvote. Ham jam gum. Good stuff as always. Pre-buffed up, they can melt through anything. The fact that the stone giants are not in the cave is not a random thing. Kobe probably building up the fact that something much scarier made them go away. Shame we didn't get to see the loot stats this episode. Should scry on the giant cave just to be sure nothing happens? Can't, it's got forbiddance in it. No, wait. No, we had scryed on it before, so where we come. Crazy. God damn. This campaign has been chugging along for a while now. We've got a lot done. Like, we're almost up to 40 episodes, which really is, like, that's how long campaigns tend to go for. I think this is going to end up being, like, 50 episodes long, which is a good amount.